start that. It's connected, so it should be working. Yes, it's working. So I'm live on YouTube now. So I'm simulcasting between YouTube and Facebook right now. So if you're watching on all these platforms here, you need to definitely take shelter for the potential for a tornado in downtown Nashville, or maybe just north of downtown Nashville. But you're at least going to be seeing some of these heavy winds. So here's Nashville. This is the downtown suburbs, right? The downtown area. Here's your potential tornado up here to the north, and here's your damaging straight line winds are just going right through downtown Nashville at this time here. So you need to take shelter immediately if you're in those locations. I'm gonna go share this link here. I'm gonna share the link for this to some of my other socials here. So give me 1 second here. I'm just going to go back and forth to a couple different things. I'm always afraid that I'm going to be showing stuff on my personal stuff on here whenever I'm doing it. So right now, okay, we're going to close that. We have some analytics here, so there we go. Everything should be up and working now. So back to the radar coverage here, and mind you, once the tornado warning is expired, I'm gonna cut the Facebook stream off. I don't want to cloud it up, and I like for people to be notified that I'm streaming. But once the tornado warning is over, is moved out of our area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep the radar stream on YouTube, and then I'll cut in there as I need to, and just keep a Facebook stream up as much as I can. So. I'm going to figure it out. It's probably going to be a little funky at the beginning here, so just bear with me. Or I may not even keep the radar up. I may just cut it both off and just keep it one way and not try to do something fancy, because I tend to do that sometimes. So man, those winds are definitely screaming in downtown Nashville. Yeah, I probably would say that most of this is damaging straight line winds. But I would not be shocked at all if there's something going on right here just to the north of that, and you'll see that on the reflectivity here. You see that hooking motion here, that hooking shape right there, and this is just one direction here. That's where your potential tornado is probably going to be, going towards Goodlettsville, towards Millersville. But the damaging straight line winds are going to be Again, if you're in the polygon, you should remain in shelter, but the damaging straight line winds will be moving over the Nashville radar, and it will also be moving over Lakewood and Green Hill up next, and Mount Juliet, you're up next as well. So Gallatin, you may be in the line here for the rotation part of this storm here, which is going to be moving in this general direction towards Gallatin. And the damaging straight line winds are going to be moving in this direction here towards Hendersonville and Mount Juliet, maybe just passing just to the north of Lebanon. So that is the situation here. Go back to the velocity and see if I'm missing anything here. And it looks like I'm not, but we'll continue to watch that area right now. So let's see what's going on here in this chat. Okay. All right. So once again, the tornado warning does include portions of Wilson and Davidson County, and even up towards Gallatin, Tennessee. And that goes until, I didn't even see the time for that. It's 5:15, I believe. 5:30. So this warning goes until 5:30. And it looks like behind this, most of this is just going to be just gusty winds here. So I'm not really worried right now for you in Franklin. You may be dodging a bullet today in terms of the severe weather threat, even towards down to Columbia. But the tornado watch continues here. I'm going to see if they've even extended that watch yet. So give me 1 second here. There's a new tornado watch, and that's for just west of us, and that goes until 12 o'clock in the morning. But I wouldn't be shocked at all if they end up extending a tornado watch to include portions of Huntsville up to Fayetteville and Winchester here soon here, because that part of the line that will probably increase in intensity through the evening and nighttime, through the evening hours, will probably impact Huntsville up to Fayetteville between 9 and 10 o'clock tonight. It could be earlier, but there's been a lot of model discrepancy on the timing of all this. But right now, I believe that's going to be between 7 and 9 o'clock tonight. So I'm hoping to get this out of here by midnight, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out for us. But right now, the dangerous part of the storm hold on, not that. The most dangerous part of the storm is right in here, and it looks like your rotation is right in here somewhere. So downtown Nashville, you're about to be in the clear from this. Give it about 5 more minutes, and you'll be out of the dangerous part of the storm that prompted the warning. But the rotation is going up towards Hendersonville right now. So this is the area of the storm I'm worried about, and this is the direction it's going. So Hendersonville, maybe just south of Gallatin, Tennessee, you need to be taking your tornado precautions now. At Green Hill and Mount Juliet, you're probably going to be seeing damaging straight line winds here very shortly, and that could be in the magnitude of probably between 65 and 70 mile per hour, just based on what I've measured from the radar. Because the radar, you're only talking about 400 to 500 feet off the ground here, because we're so close to the radar. Notice here, this circle on the radar, that is where the radar is located. If I just pull up the different radar sites, that's the radar location here. So, and it looks like they've just drawn out a big severe thunderstorm warning to include parts of Davidson and towards the west, towards Hartsville, Gordonsville, Carthage, and Lafayette, Tennessee. So they may end up letting this warning expire here, and I wouldn't be shocked if they have already done that, and they have not done that yet. So we're going to continue to stay on here, at least until this storm moves out of Davidson County, and it should be doing that rather soon here. So in the next 5 minutes, I'll probably cut the stream off here, and we'll go from there. But right now, behind this, we look good for just a little bit. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for portions of Franklin and Lawrence County in Alabama. This is development ahead of the line of storms that's starting to really ramp up in Mississippi. So Russellville, Moulton, Town Creek, Hillsboro, you have a severe thunderstorm warning for your location. And there's no rotation with this, so we're not really worried about a potential tornado with this. But right now you're dealing with probably up to quarter-sized hail and 60 mile per hour damaging winds. Let's go back up here to the north towards Nashville and look at what we're dealing with up here. The most dangerous part of the storm, or the rotation, is probably moved up towards Hendersonville right now. So Hendersonville, if you know anybody up there, give them a heads up. But look at the winds here, right? I mean, we're talking about 500 feet off the ground. We're talking about almost 70 mile per hour. So that rain that's falling on top of those winds, that'll bring some of that wind energy to the surface. So we're probably going to be dealing with about 50 to 65 mile per hour winds at the very least, just to the east of Nashville, heading towards Lakewood. So Lakewood, you need to be battening down the hatches right now for potentially damaging wind gusts at this time. But you should be in your safe place anyways, just based on the fact that you're under a tornado warning at this time. So we'll give it a few more minutes here. We'll cut the stream off because right now I'm not really concerned about our general vicinity for the next little while here. Once again, Athens. If this storm were to continue just to the southwest of Athens, you'll have to probably bat down the hatches for a potential severe thunderstorm in the next 30 to 45 minutes. But right now, I don't see any indication that this thing is going to be some kind of rogue rotation or anything of that nature. Yeah, but I need to let's see. I'm gonna go back to the storm here and see where it's moved into. And I'm starting to wonder if they've expired the warning, but we'll see though. We're gonna give it a few more minutes here, because we've had that happen a couple times in the past couple of days where they issue the warning and the rotation diminishes rather quickly. So excuse me. So Lakewood, you need to be batting it, getting ready for a lot of winds. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any rotation anymore. So they're probably going to let this warning expire, or they're going to just cancel the warning altogether. That's probably why they drew out the severe thunderstorm warning all the way out to Gordonsville, just to the east of Gainesboro, or west of Gainesboro. Okay. So I'm just going back and forth here. I'm just going to see if they're about to pull the trigger on letting this warning expire. But is this radar not up to date? It still shows the strongest part of the storm. This is on Gibson Ridge here, so we'll see how that's moving through with time. But yeah, the rotation, the portion of the storm that had the rotations moved out of Davidson County, and this is the damaging straight line winds right here. That's going to be moving into portions of Wilson County here soon here. So Lebanon, Rural Hill, Mountain Juliet, and Green Hill, you need to be getting ready for some very gusty winds, if not damaging. we look at the hail potential here, and there is probably at least some nickel to quarter size hail here, and that's going to be between Millersville down to Nashville, and that's going to be moving towards Gallatin and Green Hill, north of Mount Juliet here soon. Here, if this storm doesn't weaken, I'm going to look at the lightning output from this. In the lightning, I'm using a new lightning. I have a new place file where I can see 20-minute lightning strikes, and in the last 20 minutes, the lightning in this storm has gone way down. So this storm is probably weakening, and it's probably safe to say that the most dangerous part of this storm has moved out of Nashville. So I'm going to take a quick dinner break. I'm going to be, of course, once I get done with that, I'm going to be on here. Probably I may be on here in long form, especially if these storms to the west here start to misbehave as they move to the east with time. And these storms right here will affect portions of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee in the next several hours. So the call to action right now is just be prepared, have multiple ways to receive a warning. If you live anywhere in northern Alabama and Middle Tennessee, but especially around Murfreesboro to the south, I think once these storms move out of Nashville, your atmosphere is going to stabilize, and your threat for severe weather is going to lower rather tremendously. So right now, the call to action, and I'm going to circle these areas for you here. The areas that I'm most concerned for later in the evening for tornado potential is in this area right here. So that's the area I'm most concerned about for damaging winds, hail, and potential tornadoes this evening. So right now I'm going to take a quick dinner break. I'm going to be here the rest of the evening, and we'll get through this. But right now that tornado warning for Davidson County, the storm has moved out of Davidson and into Wilson and portions of Gallatin, Tennessee. So right now you're in the clear. Nashville, you are in the clear from a potential tornado. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Hopefully not if there's no severe weather. So we'll continue to watch that.